How you doing?
On a sunny Sunday or Monday morning.
I know,
Feels
it's been a nice
crazy.
weekend.
Oh, it's been fantastic weather. So.
It's funny you just said that. Last week when I was out of town, I learned a new phrase, don't Monday my Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I like
right?
that.
I like that too.
I'm going to use that.
I know.
That's
Well,
very good.
Everybody says, aren't you going to retire? And I go, I just control my schedule. So I don't.
There you go.
What am I doing here on Monday?
Yeah. Thank you.
Of course you're not.
You're here educating the people on all the great
Yeah,
You're not
things that-
retiring. You're getting busier.
It's
Yeah, you are.
pharmacy facility season right now. You know, we got vaccines and all the things going on there, and fall for kids, and we've got so we want to talk vaccines first.
Yeah, let's talk vaccines
Let's
first.
talk vaccines
Yeah,
first.
sure.
So, this is every year vaccines, flu season, time to get your shots.
Yeah.
And then there's all the considerations for those that are over 65 years of age
Sure.
versus younger. So if you're a senior, you want to get your flu vaccine. You want to get the right booster, and then we've got all your other vaccines that might be taken into consideration, like RSV. This is a table I put up. It's easy to read, right?
You know what? I was like, I saw this. I was like, I didn't realize there were that many vaccines.
Wow.
Yeah. And of course, I've got that totally memorized. That's why
I figured you did. I figured you did. So what should we be concerned with?
If we want to talk about the fun stuff, let's talk about COVID and the fact that we got new vaccines out this year.
Okay.
And then we have all the social media and controversy within the medical community about who should get a COVID vaccine
Sure.
or not, over 65 years of age, what dose. And I'll just, I'm a vaccine supporter. I'm not a,
Sure.
I don't have any hesitancy. I believe that they save lives every day,
Sure.
and they're talking about all these things. And
Grant, do you have there's so much misinformation out there, I don't even know what's real half the time. Do you have a lot of customers ask you about something that they may or heard or seen on social media?
Sure. I mean, we're the most accessible healthcare provider. You
Sure.
can walk up to the counter and have a conversation every
Right.
day with a pharmacist, and so that's part of the challenge we have is trying to keep up to date. And
Sure.
when you have all the help of misinformation in the market, then we try to distill that as much as we can. And from a medical literature perspective, sometimes the literature lags, can't keep up with lightning speed of text and
Sure.
and Instagram and X and everything else. So we try to do our best to help people inform. You've got that chart that I put up that's from the CDC.
Okay.
The Center of Disease Control's got its own set of challenges right now with the politicization that's going on. But bottom line is, people need to make sure that they continue to receive their vaccines. Ask their physician or their pharmacist for guidance if they've got special considerations or concerns, and then make a decision. And we're there to help make sure that they have access.
Yeah.
We have people calling up all the time. I mean, whether we have a travel vaccine program that we help work with the health department. If you're going to certain places, what vaccines might need
Sure.
to be taken that you don't normally think about. We do a lot of vaccines other than yellow fever for people that are going out of country into specific areas of the world that might want to have a vaccine, or they are required sometimes to have the vaccine before they go in country.
Yeah.
Wow, I never even thought about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like travel vaccines.
Yeah.
So we've seen some of the big box pharmacies locally close, the Rite Aids and things like that. But a couple of the Weatherwax locations have closed.
Yep.
What can you guys do to help fill in that gap?
Well, I've worked closely with Jim Weatherwax. The store in Spring Arbor closed as of the end of last week. So we have transferred all those prescription files to Brown's Advanced Care on Robinson
Beautiful.
Road.
That's great.
And we're coordinating with patients for their ongoing prescription needs, as well as expanding our delivery services to the Spring Arbor market. We already work with Lloyd Ganton facilities and are making deliveries out there a couple times a day, often. So for us to be able to support the community, especially in people that aren't able to get out so much, or they have caregiver support issues, we're there to make that happen. I was at Weatherwax this morning, picking up their pharmacy operating system, their server, and we moved that to our store on Robinson Road. So we'll have access to that, and the phones and the faxes at Weatherwax are being forwarded to our store as of today. So as people start making phone calls to, a lot of people, I mean, it was a very it's hard for us. We've had other pharmacy closures in my own circle of
Sure,
pharmacies in the
sure.
last couple of years, and I recognize the anxiety and the level of frustration that the pharmacy community is experiencing right now. As a matter of fact, I'm leaving for Washington, D.C. tomorrow morning to meet with 6 congressional representatives,
luck, yeah.
our 2 senators and 4 Michigan representatives to talk about
What's really going on, yeah.
pharmacy benefit reform. Pharmacies are closing every day across the United States. In Michigan, we've got Sam Schmidt, my partner down at Tecumseh. He was just interviewed last week, or the article was published in the Detroit Free Press about pharmacy closures, and we're seeing thousands of jobs that are being lost in Michigan every year that are going to another state. And the pharmacy benefit managers are the ones that are impacting that. They make the decision on who and what pharmacies can be used by patients. It limits their access. And sometimes access is limited in a couple different ways. Either they won't even let us do a transaction, or they won't pay us enough for what we pay for the drug.
It's crazy, yeah. And of course, the drug companies, they have record profits, of course.
Well, I mean, the pharma industry, we can have a great debate on that.
Yeah.
But life-saving drugs cost money to bring to market.
Sure.
Yeah.
And right now, a lot of the most expensive meds that are coming to market are what's called orphan drugs. They have a very small patient population across it, less than 200,000 people, and they cost millions and billions of dollars to bring to market. And you got to do that. They're the smartest kids on the block.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
They've invested in this across the
Right.
world. They've, all that list of vaccines that came on that screen, that came as a result of pharma
Sure.
doing what they do best.
That's a good point.
So it's amazing some of the new drug products that are targeted medicine that save lives. That we have to do it. So everybody's in the game to make money.
For
If
sure.
we wanted to move across a flat spectrum and everybody was equal, we would be suffering the woes of something else besides profits.
Fair point.
Exactly
Fair
right.
point. Grant, will you
You're
come
exactly
back
right.
after you go to DC? We want to hear about that.
Yeah,
for
I'd
sure.
love to.
And I would
we've
encourage.
I'm really happy to say that we were received with very welcome open arms by all of our
Awesome.
congressional representatives from Michigan.
Awesome.
So we have 23 pharmacists stumping.
We'll go kick some butt.
We're going to go do it. I'm going
Yeah.
to take names too.
Yeah.
Grant
exactly.
Brown, Grant Brown here on the morning show. Grant, thanks so much for
Hey,
being with
thank
us.
you, Andy. Bye.
More of the show right after this quick break. Stay with us.